Drivers are ready for the grand spectacle, which is the Daytona 500, and it's time to get going. It's the NASCAR Cricket Cup Series on Radio Angel YM. I'm Angel Diaz-Rauda, joined by ex-driver of the Cricket Cup Series from 2005 over to the year 2022, Emiliano Cano, and of course an incredible analyst who has won this race twice as a crew chief, Clifford Allison in 1990 and in 1999 with Roberto Diaz Ochoa. How do you think things are going to heat up? Well, today we're going to have a incredible race. 40 cars, the biggest field we've ever had in Cricket Cup racing so far. And I do believe that in the way that we're looking at things right now, it's gonna be amazing to watch. It's the first race of the season, and we have a lot of eyes on it. And that's how I see it as well. I mean, there's a lot of strategy going on today because this is the first race of the season, and these drivers, they really want to get their act together and see how far they've come to showcase their work. Yes, sir, that is the strategy today. So with that, here's the official starting grid for today's race. On the pole, Daniel Roman, and alongside him, Laura James, rookie. Then in row 2, we're going to see Zoe Spork and Wendy Corduroy. Row 3, Annette Galvan and Johnny Benson Jr. Then in row 4, Benjamin Ortiz and Mavis Dracula. In row 5, we're going to find Luna Coco and the defending winner of the Daytona 500, Damien Rubio. Then we're going to see Lucille in row 6 alongside Chloe Bourgeois eyeing for that first 500 victory. And then in row 7, Lexi DiBenedetto and Mabel Pines. Then we're going to find Dipper Pines, one spot behind his twin sister, and Danica Patrick, who raced in this event in the NASCAR Cricket Cup Series, not in the NASCAR Cricket Cup Series, but in the actual Cup Series. Then it's Lincoln Loud and Sabrina Rankin-Priest still eyeing to become that very first French driver to win the Daytona 500. Then we're going to see Katie Coate in a brand new team and Sophia Woodward, her third try, maybe third time's a charm for her. Then we're going to see Maddie Jacoby and the number 98 and the 3 Mark Games shifting gears from Double X to Cricket Cup. Then we're going to see Adrian Agrest and Sean Ard also making his first of select starts during this season. Then we're going to find Marinette Dupencheng and the defending Cricket Cup champion, Alexis Lynn Blake. Two-time Daytona 500 winner Diego Alcaraz is here with us, as well as Plush VP. Then we see Zoe Lee and rookie Maria Tesla. Jonathan Lovren came also close of winning this race last year, and Alvin Bradley replacing Hiro Hamada, who has gone for the Super Formula Nippon Series. Christopher Diaz making his very first start in Cricket Cup at the big race, and alongside him, Maya Molina. Towards the back is going to be sophomore Austin Hunter, Rookie of the Year last year, and Diego Rubio, Rookie of the Year, almost got it in 2018. Then we see Leslie Jacoby and Alex Russo making a third attempt at the big dance. And then finally in row 20, we're going to see the 8-time champion and winner in 2005 and 2013, Angel Diaz-Rauda, and Marva Queda, who is eyeing to win for an owner who claims a lot. Yeah, that 4-car last went to victory lane at Daytona back in 2020. Let's go trackside for the command.
Drivers, start your engines!
And they're rolling off as the engines are finally under fire. Let's go to some pit road stories that are happening among the garage. Rick, a lot of speculation has come over for Mavis Dracula. She is part of that number of drivers that are eyeing a Daytona 500 victory. Although she has been to victory lane in the restrictor plate races, she's only been to victory lane in the duels. Let's see if today is her day of winning the Daytona 500. Let's go to Anthony Davidson. Defending winner of the 500, Damien Rubio. He is with a lot of stress about it. He came over the radio and said he's to win this race again. It doesn't matter how he did it. He's got to stay up front and up the strike. He's got to do that. Let's go with the a lot of drivers excited for their very first Daytona 500, especially Luna Coco, who is one out of 3 Alex Prime Racing entries today, and for her first career victory to be at the World Center of Racing. 3 cars failed to qualify for today's race. Those were Maggie Splitzer, Rookie of the Year contender this year, as well as Alex Prime in the 42, and finally, is also eyeing to get a spot in the other duels. The pace car is on pit road. Flagman with the flag, and we're on the way at Daytona. A little jump from the start there by the SBM cars. It seems like the pole sitter, Tanner Roman, wasn't going to get a single chance of leading the field. And speaking of leading the field, look at this. Cody Spork actually trying to do this, and now here comes Annette Galvan. That's only the beginning, and a lot of drivers are actually not wasting any time. Look at Benjamin Ortiz actually going 3 wide earlier. 3 by 3 by 3 by 3. That's how we're going to see it. And look at that. Benjamin Ortiz actually helped him going through the front straightaway as he takes the lead in the middle of the trial. And he's going to be the one trying to beat right here. And here comes Luna Coco in that 54 in second. A lot of eyes on those APR cars. Technical support from Tesla. Coco eyeing for a Daytona 500 victory for her first career victory. Here comes Lexi Di Benedetto for the second spot. Very aggressive early on, and that is what a lot of these drivers here at the front are looking. But if we take a closer look in the middle of the pack, you see Lucille, she's being put in the sucker hole already. And that is only the beginning of a lot of drama that we're going to see during this race. Meanwhile, up front, Lexi Di Benedetto in the 1. Taking the lead with the help of Nathan Loud. That's working inside. But the Royal out of race. That's on flashing inside. That is the view. Royal Loud in that 14 car. Want to see. I mean, as an owner, you're trying a lot to keep your drivers at the front. You want them to be at the back all of a sudden, and that is the same motto that both Mabel Pines and Danica Patrick are actually taking as they come over here to take the lead. New team 2311. 500 victories. We go 4 wide almost at the back, but they keep it clean. Looks like the one that got pushed via the sucker hole was Austin Hunter. Yeah, not really a lot of goings on Austin Hunter. He's been struggling throughout most of speed weeks. However, he's kept his car relatively clean and nothing else. Nothing else has shaken apart or something that could indicate that maybe this guy doesn't want anything to go wrong during the race. inside front row sitter as Daniel Roman took the pole from the outside. And here comes Diego Alcaraz with the help of Laura James. Yeah, you're actually going to speak about our front row sitter over here. 74 actually. Looks like the push is going to help for the 74. As it is she, Christopher Diaz, Angel Diaz Rauda. We're eyeing over for the 500 victory. And not a lot of speculation going on yet. Now here comes the 8-time champion. Up to the occasion, and he's going to take the lead. And as always, Diaz Rauda knows how to put his car here at Daytona. And is going to have the help from pole sitter Daniel Roman. This could be big enough if they both want to strategize. That's the big thing about Daytona. Here at this racetrack, you can plan who you can run with, who you can draft with before they wave the green flag. And I think the Diaz Rauda actually wanted one of his partners to be a Toyota because they know that those Toyotas actually have a lot of good running coming into this race. Now here comes his driver, Sabrina Rancontri, who's going to take the lead the inside line. And she's going to have a lot of help as well. See how Margapita and Alex Russo, which they're also trying to come through the pack, actually helping that 9 car to maintain competitive. As you see over here, they're entering the corner with a lot of heavy set of steam, and now Russo is going to contend for the victory, possibly. But as behind her, Johnny Benson with a lot of experience, almost drove an almost unsponsored car to victory lane in the year 2000. And speaking of that history, we have to remember back in the NASCAR Cup Series, he car for Tyler Jeffries, and he got last-minute sponsorship from Lycos. This year, he couldn't get last-minute sponsorship, and now he's going to fall back to second to the clutches of the 14-car of Lincoln Lounge. It's like they say, how would you like to see all these names, all these big drivers with big corporate sponsors fall to someone who doesn't have a sponsor? Lincoln Loud led that lap, and now here comes an aggressive Diego Alcaraz with a push to the lead. Austin Bradley and Christopher Diaz once again actually helping. They're actually moving through the pack as well. Now Auden Bradley, she's going to try to take the lead, but no. 4 wide. 3rd on back. Will they keep it clean? And they will barely. Oh, almost seemed to me like there was some kind of problem over there for that 78 car of Daniel Roman, because he was actually being squished over. Take over here. Oh, and Mark picks his nose inside of Diego Alcaraz. Almost taking each other out and gains up to the front. That is the big thing over here with Mark Gaines. He's actually racing calm, clean, knowing that there's no pressure from Luna Coco yet. He's going to try to achieve everything that he can in his power to win this year's 2500. He's on the first double already has one career victory. Sonoma last year. Woodward now looking with the help of Mavis as they won the front. Yes, Woodward will take it along with Mavis. That is the strategy right there. I mean, it's like you said, you have to plan who you run. That was actually beautiful that Toyota and Chevrolet are actually planning. Now here comes Mavis Down on the inside, Molina trying to go for the lead. No, they're going to go through wide for second place. And barely, Woodward manages to put her up in front of the 34th nose. So Molina is now frustrated, but he gets the better of Woodward in the middle of the travel. However, Woodward leads that lap. And that is the thing right here. You have to be smart enough where you want to make those moves. You don't want to make those mistakes that some drivers, especially some of the young guns, like over here Maria Tesla, who's going to the front, they usually make. They get a little too excited, and they end up causing a big, massive wreck. Wide again. Now here comes Corduroy. Oh boy, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, trouble! Big wreck already. And a big crash that is taking a lot of contenders out of this race. Christopher Diaz and Diego Alcaraz. So the caution is out for the first time today. One car going through the grass, I think, it might have been the two of Adrian Agres, was also involved. Let's see what happened. I think it would happen over here with the one and this car. Oh yeah, just slight contact between Benedetto and Damon Rubio. So that's just costing a lot of carnage. So I don't know if that was intentional or something, but that might have actually put a lot of damper over here. Let's take a look. Real timing, yes. Barely contact for Alexis Lynn Blake, who actually had nowhere to go. And there was actually no place to go for that 47 car, so that's why she got caught up right in the middle of it. Let's actually take a look from Christopher Diaz's SMAR cam, because not a lot of good stuff. Up press now. Everything going bad early on at Daytona. For some of these drivers will be right back in the NASCAR Cricket Cup Series on Radio Angel YM. When Corduroy comes to pit road, and it looks like there are some damages. What is going on, Andy? It seems to me like there is some tire damage. Yeah, they're going to put two tires in the car, and now 67 is going to catch up back to tail the lane line. Well, it's actually just in time, because remember, it's just one more lap before you go back green. There's still a lot of problems. Like, for example, you see the 91 possibly trying to repair some damage or mechanical failure. Something is wrong with that 91 car. It looks to be a problem with the fuel cell, but the problem is also shifting, because it looks like it could be that they're getting ready to retire the car. No, she's going to pull out of pit road, so Leslie Jacoby is going to be 2 laps down, and with no lucky dog, she's going to have to get her lap back the hard way, guys. That's the thing that you don't want. Getting back your lap via the hard way, because there's no lucky dogs here in Cricket Cup. On the Cricket Cup rule, you have to work your way from the back all the way to the top. However, what is worrying right now is that Lexi Jacoby could be on top speed as these drivers are getting ready to restart this race. That's going to be a little bit of a problem here, but no, they can manage it. That's going to be something different. Green flag. Luna Coco, the first one to duck to the inside line. Actually, almost no one going with Benjamin Nortis and Katie Cote. They're actually going to fall all the way back. They're actually going to have to back up a little bit. Coco, Molina, no. Mavis Dracula trying to use the apron. It doesn't work so far, but Coco is actually catching up to her teammate. That is the strategy right there. If you work with your teammate really good, really fast, then it's going to be what happens. No working with teammates whatsoever. Luna Coco actually wants this race by herself. She actually wants it, and there's just a lot of pros and cons there. Yes, you can try to go for the win, but if you left your teammates out, then they're not going to come back to help. So that's the pro. You're going to be really fast, but the con is that you're going to be not a help for your teammates. Dracula now with the help of Loud trying to get to the front. Only 5 drivers have retired from this race. Number 1, Lexi Di Benedetto. Number 2, Adrian Agrest. Number 4, Marva Queda. Number 11, Diego Alcaraz. And number 27, Christopher Diaz. So at the moment, Coco, she is going to lead them into turn 1, still holding on to the lead. Mavis goes to the high side. The run is going to stall. And now here comes the 14 of Lincoln Loud. And number 9 car, no, Sabrina actually is going to go up to the high side. But she will maintain her position in 3rd unless possibly Zoe Lee tries to steal it from it. No, there's no way that is going to happen. Possibly trying to make an aggressive move, and even though these drivers are acting really aggressive, like here comes Sabrina actually trying to get the inside of Lincoln Loud, and it's actually going to work. It works so far. So now Sabrina Rancompre, she's going to go to the lead. By and teammate. Sabrina all the way back. That's going to mire her there. And now here comes Danica Patrick trying to challenge the lead. And she's challenging. No incident so far, but Coco is going to hold on to the lead. No. With 20 to go, is going to be Danica Patrick is going to take it. Just can't beat Danica right here. Now here comes Plush Blue P, and now Maria Tesla with the help of Johnny Benz. Look at that! Look at that push. The DAF 46 car is actually receiving from the 25, and they're going to go 4 wide. 4 wide may not work, at least for the lead. And here comes Benson. Oh, that was so close. That was so tight. Dipper Pines almost made some contact with Tesla, but they maintained it clean. And Benson is actually going to pull away slightly because that actually helped him. More help for that 25 car. And now here comes Ivan Molina. That's actually going to put him in great position if he wants to catch up to the leader. Now Aubin Bradley diving down low for the 2nd spot. Has a lot of help right there from 22 of Benjamin Ortiz. Now here comes Alexis Lumboy, so there's almost no guarantee of who's going to be ending up winning this race. There's almost no guarantee in anything there, and that is the exclusive, I think. from racing with this package and how aggressive they've been during speed weeks. There's just no guarantee who's going to stay at the front or who maintain in second, because right now that 21 car is at the front. So this means Johnny Benson is each challenge, and here comes the defending champion Alexis Lynn Blake in third spot, but she actually wanted to dive underneath the 21 car. That's actually how you want to perplex it right here. And now here comes to the inside. So she takes the inside of the 21 car. The run is actually going to stall for a little bit, but no, there is some help underway for Alexis Lynn Blake. Just a lot of help from that 45 and 99. But I don't know. They're gonna help. They're gonna help her for long enough. But we have to remember that Alexis Lynn Blake actually has has a little bit of damage from her small tangle during the last wreck, during the only caution we've seen so far. Yeah, but that doesn't seem to compare something in particular to how she's performing right now. Oh no, absolutely not. I mean, she's right now performing really good. Bradley approaching. Rancompris in fourth. Chloe Bourgeois goes in the top 5, single file. And now what an aggressive move over here by the 99 of Bradley. No, she's gonna actually almost squeeze the Rancompris into the wall. Could have been a little bit of aggression, and because of that, Rancompris gonna back out of it, and she's gonna give third place away, as well as a lot of positions. You see, that's the thing about comers and goers at Daytona, but they're just not gonna last at least long enough to see the race lead going. Bradley now to the third spot, displacing the Tesla Motorsports Toyota of Chloe Bourgeois. But that doesn't seem to slow down the 25 car, Johnny Benson Jr. If he wins today, to mean his very first Cricket Cup victory. It could be over here, as we see some of the other drivers here at the back. They're still jockeying for position. Especially here where Danica is still going for it. You see Luna Coco over there and Sean Ard. And these guys at the back, I better hope that the next race, the following race, which will be from Phoenix, Arizona, actually maintains clean. Meanwhile, back up front, Benson continues to lead, and nobody to catch him so far. As now Mavis Dracula is approaching with Lincoln Loud and Damien Rubio defending platform. That is going to be really helpful for that 6 car. You know, if Damien Rubio actually manages to get to the front, it will be really huge, because it's been a long time since we had a back-to-back winner in the Cup 500s. It was Annette Galvan who almost won this race 2 years in a row in 2023 and 2024. Yeah, that's the type of challenge that you want to put in. That you don't want to go all around and go that is argument to the point that you're a repeat champion every year. You probably asked that to Angel Diaz-Rada, who won 6 straight championships of this series. Yeah, possibly. All right, 3 wide for third, as they're approaching the slow car of Leslie Jacoby. A couple of slow cars coming over here. Where will the field go? Oh, that's gonna help. That's gonna help Lincoln Lottery here, and it helps him. The 14 car to the race point. That's the type of help that you want here in Daytona. That's going to stack up the entirety of the outside line. So now it is Lincoln Loud who is actually making some good racing. Here comes the 54 of Coco down on the inside. They have to get past the 89 though, and now Patrick. Cool. Patrick going to the front. Which line is going to solve? No line so far, and it looks like that's going to be contested over here. Oh, it's actually going to go to the top line of this 3 wide. And that will help Danica Patrick. 10 to go in Daytona. Look at some of the drivers that are coming over here. Alex Russo trying to block for the grid, so it's actually going to slow on the field a little bit. That is really good racing that we're seeing over here, because they're trying to maneuver through the lap down traffic, and I think so will Lee. Here comes Corduroy and Austin Hunter, who are actually trying to go to the front. And it helps Corduroy and Austin Hunter sophomore. And that is pretty good help for Austin Hunter. He does not want to be a loser for the 2nd year in a row. This is the year in which he has to prove himself for Costalot Racing needs that first career win. Not gonna happen not gonna happen with that 4-3 car on the inside, pal. Actually not. And now coming up to Sophia Woodward, who was involved in that incident earlier on. So I'll put 31 cars on the lead lap. Corduroy still holding on to Maria Tesla. I think with Maria Tesla coming over here, along with Aya Molina, this is going to stack up a lot of stuff. And now here it comes, trying to pass the 48 car. And they almost did, but Woodward, in an attempt to maintain on the lead lap, blocks the leader, but Corduroy will have none of it. That's actually gonna put the bad side over for Maria Tesla, who is now held back because of the 48 car. But this actually putting the race really interesting. Here comes Sabrina and Austin Hunter diving down low to the inside of the racetrack. Push! Push! Is what the drivers are saying right now. But it looks like Hunter will be the only Costalot car to maintain at the bottom. And it will be for a little bit, unless things change. But now, that's actually going to help him as well as Maddie Jacoby. He's going to pounce the second and third. They're going to occupy the top 3 for a little bit. And now here comes Matt Jacoby trying to go down to the inside. It will work. So for now, it's that 98 of Maddie Jacoby who's trying to get to the front. Corduroy still leading. But there's just nowhere for these drivers to go. Not really. That's actually trying to hold on to the lead as much as she can. Or is Maddie trying to wait for the final lap to make her move? It could be the latter, because the way that Maddie's driving the lane matters, especially with the focus right now, is actually helping them. The more sprayed out they are, the more chances it is, and we have a wreck. Maria Tesla and Zoe Lee are in the wreck. Caution will be waived, and I think it will be enough for a restart unless Corduroy may have secured it. Oh, watch out here. Maria Tesla's trying to limp it to pit road. She manages to do it, but that'll put us on the yellow for the second time today. Should take a look at what happened over here because it was a very unexpected wreck. I didn't expect these drivers to be that aggressive once again. They're actually going 4 wide. So that means that Maria Tesla is going to be out of this race. Let's take a look from the back of Serena Rankampre's car. Cannot believe this puts us under caution again. This is incredible. Like, this is what happens when you go 4 wide at Daytona and you don't want to do it. Tony Benson barely manages. Under caution for the second time at Daytona. We will be right back. The NASCAR Cricket Cup Series on Radio Angel YM. Cricket Cup officials have determined that we're going to have a 2-lap dash to decide the finish of this year's Daytona 500, and it looks to be a good one. Actually, we won't because there's just no way that these drivers can actually attempt to go out right for the finish. Those drivers in the back, that is all going to be between the 67, the 90 and the 5. But who am I kidding? With the package that we've seen all day so far, it looks to me like there's a great chance that anyone can win this race. You're actually gonna have to speak for yourself, Kua, because I'm gonna bet all my money, all my life savings, that the 5, Boston Hunter, is gonna pull off the division. Let's see what has happened with this team. We know what they've been through, so I think that he's gonna get his first career win here at Daytona. Well, not to say that miracles aren't possible, but it looks to me, for me, that Alexis Lynn Blake could win even with a beat-up race car. Oh, that's actually putting yourself in a very weird situation. But we're gonna have to find out over here. Down to pit road for the final time. If a caution comes out, with 2 to go, the race is over. Whoever was in the lead when they come back to take the white will be the winner. Green flag. This is the moment over here. And look at Austin Hunter, very smart. Going down low, trying to take second spot from Matty Jacoby. This is the type of moves that you need to make at a racetrack like Daytona. And this could be the strategy that could win him the race. Boy, here comes the 47 of Alexis Lynn Blake. Well, the 3 of Soul Sport, but they're going side by side. No one can catch that 67. No one can at least go alongside with the 67 as now Hunter goes up high. Here comes the 47 of Blake, and the white flag, the Wells Fargo white flag is up. Final time, and here comes the push from Spargo with a Dodge in the lead in the last lap. This is the moment right here. But remember, the race is actually going to start right here on the back straightaway, and that is where Soul Sport wants to go right now. She wants to go all the way to the race lead. Little time to help, but it's definitely going to make a difference. It looks to me right here that it's going to be over. It's going to be over. Zoe Spark in a one-off appearance at Daytona, but she has a limited schedule coming out of 4. She's going to win the 500. Zoe Spark gets the victory for the team that she cherishes the most, SVM, and that is the very first win in the return of Dodge to NASCAR racing. That is unbelievable. That is the first time that I've ever seen something like this before. Oh, really? It's been incredible. This race has been all worth it to see that finish in. And so is Burke actually with a last push, looking like a dark horse, but she was one of the first drivers to lock her way into the 500. So it really should be a matter of whether you did good or you did bad. And she clearly did good. Second place is showing the 23 of Mabel Pines. Third, Alexis Lynn Blake. And Naira Molina and Wendy Corduroy are in the top 5. That is an incredible finish right here. And we're going to take a look at our final results over here. Yeah, Luna Coco gaining a top 10 finish for APR. There you see Damon Rubio, Katie Cote, Austin Hunter, as well as Johnny Benson Jr. with a top 10. Incredible points right there. So that 25 car, which is actually going to happen to, what's going to happen is that it's going to help them on the Owners' Championship. Yes, it could help them because right now gaining points still does not guarantee you're going to be a starter full time. Because remember, have to take in accountability those ones that are still relying on 2024 owner points to qualify for races. As we see Alex Russo, Sophia Woodward, and Angel Diaz-Rado 1 lap down, Leslie Jacoby 2 laps down, and then Zoe Lee, Lexi Benedetto, Marva Keita, Adrian Agrest, Joe Alcaraz, and Christopher Diaz all retired from this race. So I want to say thank you guys for sticking with us. This incredible race, this amazing finish. I also want to congratulate Zoe Sporker for her victory. So like and subscribe to Radio Angel YM if you enjoyed the video. And also, if you're looking for some great racing, there are 3 servers down low that you'll want to join. The Cricket Cup server for this series. If you want to check the other 2 racing series, the NASCAR XX series, as well as Six Flags or Cedar Point, you can also join that server as well. And with that, we also want to say, please check out Radio Angel YM on Instagram and TikTok, from which this channel will continue to grow and flourish in its content. And with that, we want to say thank you for watching us, and we'll see you next time.